Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I bet you weren't expecting this, but I decided to go ahead and do a little bit of Indian glam. What do you guys think? I bet you're intrigued. So if you're intrigued, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. You know why? Because then you can see all the videos, and the little bell that's next to it, it'll tell you when I post, so make sure you hit that too. But if you're interested to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.
Okay, so I hope that the lighting and everything today is okay. I'm trying to film at a time where hopefully the sun isn't going to go in and out, and I really hope I'm not cutting off my head too much. Hang on, I'm just going to zoom you out just a little bit, I think. There, I think that's about good. So I've been meaning to do this video for a while. And then I also had done some polls on Instagram, and a lot of you guys wanted to see, or I think comments on my photos as well. A lot of people wanted to see like a brown smoky eye, and then I know a lot of people also wanted to see a little bit of Indian glam. So I thought, why not do both in one video? Because I have done a look like this before, and I'll insert that right here. I'm basically going to try to recreate that minus the hair, because I didn't do the hair. And I'm not so good at hair. Like, all I can do really is curl it. The hairdo that I had done in the photo that I just shared, that was actually done by my aunt. She's a makeup artist. I find like it sounds weird when I say aunt, because in Punjabi we say masi. So I always find it weird saying aunt or aunt, however you say it. Anyways, she had done my hair. So I'm going to try recreating this look. It's not going to be like exactly the same. I also don't have the palette that I used at the time. My Mussy, the one that I said did my makeup, she's actually borrowed it. She wanted to do it a couple looks for her page. So she's had it for a while now. I just have been very lazy and haven't gone and picked it up. And that was the Jaclyn Hill palette. But literally I used 3 shades from that palette. So another palette that I have that I know I can do a similar look with, probably not one that I necessarily want to be promoting right now, but I'm just going to share it with you quickly. It's the Tati Beauty palette. I purchased this one not just because of Tati, to be honest. So here's the actual palette. That was the sleeve. Now, I didn't purchase this because of Tati. I think maybe like a smidge of the percent was because of Tati. The reason I bought this palette was the color story. Now, at the time I bought this, I didn't have a lot of the palettes that I have right now. I also didn't really have any like really neutral palettes. I think the only neutrals palette that I had was the Nubian palette. Besides that, I had my Jaclyn Hill, which, yeah, it has a lot of neutrals, but it was the different textures that really got me. Now in this palette, I'll quickly show you the colors. So the color story is super duper neutral. You've got basically 7 different colors, and then they all come in 4 different finishes. And you guys already know, because you've probably watched her launch videos and the videos that everyone did. Now, I'm not going to lie, but the quality of these shadows is good. So if you want it because of the palette, then go for it. But if you don't want to support, you know, her business, that's fine. So there's a mattes row, sequins, I think this is metallic, and then the glitters, which are pressed glitters. But yeah, so we're just going to be using, I'll tell you guys right now. So we're using 3 shades. We're using this one here, which is the Matte Soothe. We're using this one here, which is Matte Ritual. And then we're using this one, which is Matte Memory. And I'm not gonna lie, but that's basically all of the colors that I ever use when I do this look. So if that is what we're gonna do, we're just gonna use the 3, and we're gonna create this brown smoky eye. It's honestly, the eye look is super easy. When I do my Indian looks, I feel like I spend more time on my face than my eyes. Unless I'm doing liner, different story, because liner takes forever. The part that probably takes the longest on my eyes is my lashes and my brows. probably it. But we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. I am just going to put a base on my eyes. Now with this look, I don't really need like a white base, so I'm not going to use my ABH. I'm just going to go ahead with my NYX, or you can use a concealer. I think back when I did the look originally, I used probably a concealer. I don't remember if I used this. I'm just going to use the mirror that's on here, but it might get heavy to hold, we'll see. But it's a really good mirror, you guys. Like, I would say out of all of the palettes that I have, this mirror is probably the clearest and most like HD. Like, I'm looking at it from a distance, like I'm right here, and I can see everything. I can see all my texture. I can see where I need coverage. I see it all. I was waiting, honestly, hopefully, to be like filming this when going to an event or something. But I don't really know when. Well, I mean, I have my sister-in-law's wedding coming up, but it's in our house, and it's my sister-in-law, so it's close, and I don't know that I'm necessarily going to have time to film. I might. It also depends on who's at the house. If there's a lot of people here, I don't want to be sitting here filming while people are here and probably have stuff to do. So if I have time, maybe I'll just film like you know, like a fast forward of what I'm doing, and then I'll just do like a voiceover or something over it. If you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments below. If you don't really care, if you think it's pointless, let me know in the comments below. I don't even know if I'll be doing it because I don't know if I'll have time, so I'm not making any promises, but just a suggestion, maybe. Okay, so I am going to take a blending brush. So this one I've already used with like a transition shade, which is fine. I am going to take it into that matte Soothe shade, and that is going to be our crease color. And we're just going to really blow it out. See how pigmented these are? I think I've only done one video using this palette, and I think it was my Valentine's Day look. So maybe I'll try and link it in the cards right up here for you guys if you do want to go watch that. It was just kind of a hotel get ready with me. We stayed downtown Vancouver for Valentine's because I don't even know why. Maybe we just wanted to because we hadn't, you know what, like the last couple of Valentine's Day we had done nothing. So it was kind of nice to just have a like mini getaway and not have to like come home after work. And yeah, we did have work that day. I think it was a Friday. So like panned out really, really good. And then we went to like an amazing breakfast place the next day and went to Park Casino the night of Valentine's Day. And basically we just had dinner, had drinks, and then we played roulette, which was fun. But no, we didn't gamble away like all of our money. We're pretty smart like that. I feel like we'll budget it. Like we'll be like, okay, this is our max spend for the night. Like if we never go to casinos, okay? So this is just me saying like that night we went in with, this is all we're spending. So we had the cash and we used it. And if we lost it, we lost it. If we won, cool. But we weren't gonna take out more if we had lost it all and we wanted to continue. That was when we know game over. Yeah, so you're just gonna blow it out in your crease and really warm up your crease as such. I really like this shade. And I really like how it blends. Like, I feel like it doesn't take a lot of effort to blend these shadows, which is really nice because it just makes it that much easier and user-friendly. I feel like just anyone could use these shadows. So next, I am going to go in with Ritual, Matte Ritual, which was that kind of darker brown. And this is how I create the smoky look. So what I do is I go and I pack this on my lid, right? And I start to kind of move it upwards. So slowly, I slowly bring it up into like the crease area. But you basically put it all over your lid. Now the way it's sticking in person, it looks almost black. But it's just like a very, very dark brown. And I just like to pack it on. Like I go really, really, really dark. And to most people, this might look like a lot, but trust me, it will pull together. I'm just grabbing another blending brush, going in with a little bit of that matte Ritual, tapping off the excess, and then I just want to go in and start blending. And I'm going to start blending it into that Soothe shade. You see how it's kind of starting to smoke out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to replicate this exactly because I honestly don't remember. Like, I don't even think I winged it out this far. Let me look. Yeah, I think I kept it more towards like the lid that time, but I'm okay with winging it out a little. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So you can cut off right at the edge of your lid if you wanted to. So I am doing this slightly different, guys. It's not exactly replicating what I had done in the eye look that I shared like in the photo earlier, because that one wasn't as winged out. I think I kept it more on my lid, but I think also at that time I wasn't really doing a lot of makeup, so I found it really hard to work with like my eye shape. And lately, because I've been doing a lot of tutorials, I've been getting more comfortable, so it's made it a little bit easier for me. I'm going to go and take more of that Ritual shade and put it on the other lid, and I'm just going to do the same thing, and I'm just going to try and speed through it this time. Okay, so next what I do is I take a shader brush like this. This one's a little bit more like densely packed. It's very kind of thick. I take it into the black, which is the Matte Memory. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to pack it on just very close to my lash line. Like really, really just on my lash line. See how I got that? And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. So this usually takes up about like maybe almost half of my lid, but I don't want to pack on more than that. So there. Just as if you did like almost like raccoon eye eyeliner, you know? And then what I do is that same brush that I used to blend the matte Ritual, I'm going to take a little bit more, just a little bit more matte Ritual on there, and I'm going to start really buffing out the black. I don't know if you can tell a difference, but there is this one blended out and this one is not. And then same thing on this side, you're just going to take a little bit of matte Ritual and you're going to start buffing this black out. This just kind of makes it smokier towards your lash line, and it really just kind of buffs that out. So now you got almost kind of a black brown smoky eye. That's literally it for the top, you guys. Like that's literally what I do for the top. Isn't that crazy? Like I feel like it was almost next to nothing, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna close up the palette for now. We're gonna come back into this after. Baba? Baba? Come here. Do you wanna lay on the bed? What up? Up? You up? Come here. Come here. Come on. Good boy. We have a guest, guys. Hopefully the camera stays focused on me. He's just probably going to sleep there. I never get him in my videos. This is so exciting. Apollo. Hi, Bubba's. Are we filming? Are you filming with me? Are you filming? Can we get a kiss? Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to quickly prime my face, and for primer, I am first using my Hourglass Mineral Veil. Are you going to help me, poopers? Are you going to help me? Will you do my makeup? You hear stuff outside, don't you? He's lucky I never let him sit on that blanket. That's from like our nice bed set. You're getting spoiled today, aren't you? Okay, you go to sleep. I feel like what this does, it just kind of brightens up your face. I actually don't even remember like what I used when I originally did this makeup look. So next I am going to go in with something a little more gripping, which is the Milk Hydro Grip. And I'm almost done this one, which is the mini, but I do have the full size because I was kind of like, I need it. My pump better not break on me, but it's getting harder to pump, I feel like. Hi, Bubba's. Hi. Now I keep looking at the viewfinder so I can look at him. Alrighty. There we go. Get kind of a glow going and a base. You know what I used to use back in the day, and I don't know if you guys use that too. I know Nikki Tutorials raved about it, and it was the Nivea like men's aftershave, like the sensitive one, but it was like a lotion. That's what the Hydro Grip is for me. Like if you ever used that and then you were kind of like, oh, I don't want to use aftershave, this is exactly it. I feel like Milk just took that and turned it into a primer. So, but it keeps your makeup in place, like it does not budge. Today for foundation, I am mixing 3. I have my Maybelline Fit Me in 225 medium. I have my Juvia's Place for a little full coverage. And then I have my e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. Now, in the picture that I showed you, I was wearing just the NARS Radiant Longwear, but I haven't been loving it. So I don't really want to put it on my face today. Just don't feel like it. So I think I'm going to go in with a brush. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my favorite foundation brush, which is this one. It's the Morphe M439. Oh, you know what I didn't mix into here? Actually, hang on. I also had mixed this in with my NARS foundation, so I'm just going to put a little bit in. Oh my god, I have like, do you guys see that? I had like that hourglass all over my finger. Didn't even realize. Okay, so we're just going to take the little dropper and put a little drop of it into the foundation. I put a little extra. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Okay, so I'm just going to like mix that up together on my brush, and I'm just going to dab onto my face. I don't know how the color of this is going to look considering I just mixed like 3 random ones. I don't know if it's the lighting or am I looking real yellow, guys? I feel like it's that Juvia's foundation. Like I feel like Karen was right. What am I going to do? I think I might take a little bit of my NARS over it. Michelle, you said this was supposed to work. I'm just kidding. I think I just have like a whole bunch of foundations that just don't look... I mean, it doesn't look terrible. Maybe I'm just... Again, remember, I'm not used to full coverage, so sometimes I'm kind of just like, oh, it looked kind of crazy. Like, I wonder what out of the 3 is making this look so yellow. For under eyes, firstly, I'm going to go in with my Vasanti VO2 Orange. Is it Orange Corrector? I forget what it's called. Color Correcting Concealer. I don't know if the shade is actually orange. I think it's just, that's what it's called, is the VO2. Does it have a shade name? I don't really know, guys. I'm gonna use my Morphe G38 quickly too. Are you watching me, poopers? Hi. He's falling asleep. He's looking at the screen and he's like falling asleep. I think that's what he's like looking at is the monitor. Do you see me? And you're like, why are you in there? Are you so sleepy, Bubba? Notice how I have like 50 names for him. Call him, well, Apollo is his name, and then I call him Pooper and Bubba. Right, Bubba? Are you sleepy? You tired, huh? Did you go out? You're so silly, Pooper. Okay, for concealer, I'm going to go in with this one. Sorry, now I keep looking in the viewfinder because I keep looking at him. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I am going to use this. And I think I'm going to go in maybe with another one to lighten if it doesn't work enough, but it should be okay. Actually, that looks pretty bright. So I'm going to use this one to kind of brighten where I need to and want to, and, you know, all that fun stuff. And I'm just going to use Morphe G38 again. He's tired. I think he went to the, I don't want to say it just in case. Yeah, I think this looks good. I don't know why I don't use this concealer more often. It's really, really nice. But I'm just using, oh, I didn't even show you. We're using this guy, which is the RCMA No Color Powder. It's my favorite one to use when it comes to like baking. And I feel like it just brightens perfectly. And I'm going to get powder all over my shirt. But I guess this is just how it goes. And I also like to do it here and here. Well, I mean, obviously here. If I'm doing it on the other side, I'll do it there too. And then I'll just pack a little bit onto the center of my forehead and all over my shirt. You guys know, like, I don't use a lot of powder. So for when I'm doing Indian looks and I'm going in with this much powder, like, this is like a real deal. These are the only types of events that I will actually put in like my maximum effort for, because yeah, I just will. So I'm going to contour. For contour, I'm just going to use my MAC blunt because that is what I had used in the photo that I had shared. And I always go in with this little contour brush because I find it just fits my cheekbone area the best. So just right above where we created that line with the powder is where I'm going to go in with this. And do remember, this isn't bronzer, so I am going to go in and bronze too. This is just to kind of shape out my face a little. Sometimes it can look a little muddy, but I just suck in and I do it right in that hollow and just really blend it out. And then I also do a little bit up here. And same thing on this side. Now let's go over with bronzer too. This is just to kind of shape out the face. I'm just going to do under my nose, lightly under the lip. And I'm going to do my jawline really quick. I wish he would come hang out with me more often when I do videos. He's super chill. Hey, don't do that, Baba. He has a hot spot. I don't want him to lick it. I think it's getting better now though, but once he starts licking, it gets worse, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I feel like he knows not to lick it, but when he can get the chance, he will. He will. Oh my god. Okay, I feel like every time I wear the NARS foundation, my face gets really, really itchy. I don't like to bake for long, so this is long enough for me because I feel like otherwise it just goes way too bright. So I'm going to start by at least taking off this part, the nose, because I want to contour my nose, and then this part. Bye! He heard someone come home, I think. I'm going to leave the under eyes on just a little bit longer while I like dust myself off. Okay, I'm going to try to use this brush. This is by Japanesque. It's a 726. I don't even remember when I got this. It might have been one of the ones I got recently. I'm going to take that into that blunt shade from MAC. And I'm just going to lightly take it from here and down just to kind of contour my nose. Just very little. I don't like to do it a lot because I feel like my nose is already like thin enough. It's just kind of long. I like to do it to the bottom part just to make this part look more narrow. Paula, why are you over there? You don't want to come here? I think he's on the sofa now. Okay. All right, so there is that. I think now I'll go ahead and brush this off. I think you heard someone upstairs and it was either a false alarm or he just didn't care enough. So that is how we're looking so far. I am going to go in with my highlighter and blush before I go and finish off the rest of my eyes. Obviously, I still have to do lashes and stuff, but I think I'm going to put my lashes on last. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this one by Juvia's Place. I've really been enjoying this highlighter brush. And for highlight, I'm going to go in with this one, which is by Revolution, and it's in Golden Lights. It's one of their vivid baked highlighters. It looks super white in the pan. It looks super like it would be powdery and chalky, but has a really beautiful gold shift to it. Now, the one that I think I used in that look was one of the ones from my Glam Glow palette, but I just recently used that and I don't really feel like using it again. So I figured we'll just do it with this one, because this goes with the tones that I'm kind of hoping for that look. Like very just gold and classic. Yeah, I think that looks good. I'm also just gonna turn on my ring light and just bring it down my cheeks right there. You'll notice in that photo that I had earlier shared with you, it was very radiant on my cheeks because you know your girl likes to bring it down. And I am gonna go and just take it around the side here. And I love doing this because I feel like it just gives you just so much glow. And I'm going to take this my other highlighter brush, which is my Morphe M501. I'm not putting anything on there, but I probably have like highlighter on there. I'm just taking that to kind of blend. I feel like I like how that looks. I want to finish bronzing before I go in with my blush. So I'm going to use the Anastasia in Saddle. You guys know it's one of my favorites. I'm just taking it on an angled brush. This is the Sigma F40, just very lightly. I'm just going to bring it a little bit above where we had that contour shade. Just kind of bring some warmth. And I want to lift it up. I feel like this video is a little bit more talkative and not as much like sped through. I hope that it's not like hours long. If you guys like it better like this, let me know. Or do you like it when I just speed through things? Or like, what's your preference? All nice and bronzed up. I'm just take whatever's left and warm up just down my like neckline, jawline. Jesus, I can't think today. Okay, so for blush, I think I did use this one recently. This is my MAC Peaches. I don't remember what I had used that day. I mean, that was like 2.5 years ago now, almost 3 years ago. To be honest, I feel like you can turn any look that you do into like Indian glam. It just turns into Indian glam once you get your outfit on, right? Like, yeah, like your outfit and your jewelry are what make the look Indian. Otherwise, you can wear your makeup however you want. So I got a little bit of that on my nose. I also want to take it just in my inner corner. So it's still the same highlighter. I'm just going in with the pencil brush. First, I just want to take it on my brow bone lightly and on the side. There we go. And then I'm just going to pack it into the inner corner because I like my inner corner still to be bright. Even if you're smoky, you want this to be nice and bright. Otherwise, it's just going to really close off your eyes. And I really recommend either going in with like a matte cream shade, like a creamy white, not like a stark white, but like just kind of a warmish one, especially if you're doing a warm toned eye, or go in with your highlighter. I feel like your highlighter just gives it a little bit of oomph, so I would recommend doing it this way. But if you want to, you can go in matte if you don't like highlighter or shimmer or whatever. That's up to you. Yeah, I think it's just personal preference at the end of the day. If you want to go in with a highlight in your inner corner like me, you can. You don't have to. I feel like we're looking good so far. I just want to do the brows quickly. So for my brows, I just use my Sigma brow powder, which is that. And I just take it on like an angled brush. So I just have this random one because I can't find any of my other ones. And my favorite one is Dirty with Lime Green. So I like doing this before finishing my eye look because it kind of helps me gauge how dramatic I want to go. Before, like, I used to actually just use like a dark brown eyeshadow, so you don't even like, you don't have to have a brow powder. I don't really recommend using like a black. It might be too dark even for someone who has like super dark eyebrows like me. Like, I still recommend going in with a darker brown because I feel like it just gives your eyebrows enough dimension without it going too crazy. And then if you want, you can create like those shadows and stuff without it looking kind of, you know, nuts. Like, look at the difference between both brows. And this side's already starting to look a little more pulled together. So you definitely do want to make sure that your brows are quite like, I wouldn't say blocked off, but you definitely want to fill them in. So if you're doing a smoky eye, don't forget the brows, because I feel like it's going to look really crazy if you do. So there we go. Brows are done. I really like actually how my brows turned out today, minus the fact that this one always wants to raise itself. Stop. Stop. Oh, also for brows, I do want to put just my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow just to kind of have them set in place. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the Tati palette. We're going to finish off our lower lash line. I'm taking this random brush. It's a super like thin blending brush or buffing. Yeah, blending brush, I guess. So I'm just going to take this on the lower lash line. Oh, sorry, I don't know what I said. Did I tell you guys? I'm using Matte Soothe just to go on the lower lash line. And this is that same crease shade that we used, just to make it kind of more uniform. There we go. So there's a little bit of that. I don't like to go in with the black on the bottom, but I am going to go in with the dark brown. And I think I might just use the same angled brush I used for my brows. I'm just going to wipe it off, and I'm going to go in with Matte Ritual. And I take it in pretty much all the way because I want it to match up with the top where it is a smoky eye. Sorry if you guys can't see. I know I'm always like kind of out of frame. But I do go quite in because I do want that smoky bit to stay at the bottom too. Now, I'm going to take this brush, the one that we just used with that Soothe shade. I'm going to take a little bit of Ritual and a little bit of Soothe. I'm going to mix them together, tap off the excess, and we're going to go in and blend. So I'll do this eye first because I really want to smoke it out. And do that on the other side, and then I'm going to go in with another brush to really blend it out. So I'm going to take the brush that I originally used in my crease, which was this Morphe M441, and I'm just going to take that. I'm not taking any new shadow on here. I'm just taking whatever's on there, and we're just really buffing that out. See how like nice and smoked out that is? Now, you can, if you want, put black liner in the lower lash line. I don't like to because I feel like it closes my eyes off, but I am going to put some black liner just in my tight line, which is the top lash line. So what that'll do, and I've mentioned this in videos before, is it's going to basically make your lashes look super duper thick. And then also when you're wearing falsies, it won't have this weird gap. Like I feel like people don't really notice on themselves maybe, but if you don't tight line, I feel like it almost just, like it, what I was saying was, when you don't tight line, it almost looks weird when you put lashes on because you get this weird kind of gap in your like upper lash line. So I really recommend this, and it feels really uncomfortable at first. I'm not gonna lie, it takes a lot of getting used to. I used to do a lot where I would, you know, pull up like that and then do it, and now I've just kind of learned to do it without tugging on my eyes, because it's not good. It's not good to tug your eyes, guys. And then on the bottom lash line, I like to go in with a nude, so I'll go ahead and pop that on. But you see the difference there? Like it's night and day. Like how crazy is that? And obviously right now it kind of looks more toned down again, but once you put your lower lash mascara on, it's gonna look great. Okay, so now we've got it on both eyes. Did you just see how that opens up? Like it makes you look so awake. It's crazy how much of a difference it can make by just doing that. Yeah, no, so it's looking really, really good so far. I'm liking how it's turning out. I thought I had blown it out a little too much for my liking, but not bad at all. So next comes lashes and mascara. I'm going to do this off camera because I just can't do it on camera. But I'm going to use this set from Velour, and I think I'm going to use these really thick ones. Now I look like this. I think last time when I pulled out this set, I used these ones. I forget what look I used it for. And I said it was because these ones are really crazy and they almost kind of cover up a look that you do. But when you have a smoky eye, there's not really much for you to show off on your eyes. You just really want it to look super deep and sultry. So you can get away with wearing really big glam lashes, I feel like. I feel like I'm talking like a professional here. I'm not a professional. These are just my own opinions. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead off camera. I'm going to quickly apply those and I'll be right back and I'll show you how much of a difference it makes. Okay, battery had died. We were just filling in her lips. Okay, so to get rid of that little mascara, all you're going to do now that it's dry is you're going to take your Q-tip, press, and roll. Still a little speck left there. See that? And now, just because I know I probably lost a little bit of the coverage, I'm just going to take my concealer brush. Well, there you go. Just dab what was on there. And then I'm just going to take my brush that I contoured with and sweep it over. All good to go. That's all it takes, literally. Okay, so for lips, I'm keeping it super simple. This is my favorite lip to pair with this look. And it is just the Milani Spice lip liner. And then I go in with this. So this is the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Liquid Lipstick. I always get that mixed up. The color that I like is, or the color that I'm using is Sellout. This is the only one I have, but I really love the formula of these and I want to get more colors. So hoping to bring more into my collection, and it's nice that they're cruelty free. But you see how it's just the same color as that Spice lip liner? It's a little more pink. I got a little too much on there. Okay, so I just put my hair into a little bun, and it's kind of stupid because it's all sticking out because I have layers and I don't know how to do hair. I don't know how to do hair. I'm sorry. Not sorry. But yeah, literally this is the look. I like to obviously put on some setting spray. My favorite one to use is this Urban Decay All Nighter. It's a mattifying one, but I feel like it just keeps everything kind of, what's the word? Like it holds it all together. Like I feel like it just makes your makeup last really long. Anyways, I'm going to spray this on. Ooh. I need another bottle of this soon. I feel like I'm running low. I think I have less than half left. So I'm going to have to reorder that soon. I'm just going to use this clear little palette sleeve thing. Dry my face off. I also have to note that when I took that photo, it was in a lot more like dim lighting. There it is. I am just going to go change into my Indian stuff and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I'm going to do this really, really quick because I'm wearing velvet and it's hot and this outfit's kind of tight on me right now, but I just pulled out my jewelry. So I also realized with this neckline, I should have probably just wore this beforehand. But for my necklace, I am just putting on this tangled up mess. Hang on. I'm just putting this guy on. Here we go. My hair is getting all messed up. So I like to just adjust it to where I think it looks good. So I have it about there and it's super duper long. Okay, so I hate wearing Indian earrings. I hate it. And I know any girl that I know also hates wearing Indian earrings. They hurt because the things, they're so freaking thick. I'm all out of breath from trying to get in this outfit, guys. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. I guess I have to practice for my sister-in-law's wedding, so might as well make a thing out of it. I think my ear hole closed. Isn't this like every Indian girl's problem? Can't be the only one. I need to like start wearing earrings more often. Okay, so there they are. These are so heavy. This exact like set, the necklace and earrings were a part of my like wedding outfit. So, or not my wedding outfit, my reception outfit, sorry. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, this one went in a little bit easier. We're just gonna go ahead and pop this on. And then, besides my messy hair, my favorite part is my bindi, and I always wear this one. Anyone that knows me knows that I love my just basic maroon burgundy one. And I normally put eyelash glue on it to have it sit through the whole night, but because I'm not going anywhere, I'm just gonna pop one on. But there it is. And now I feel like an Indian princess. Let me zoom you guys out. Okay, so it's just my jewelry box and stuff over there. Ignore the mess. But yeah, this is it. Here is my necklace, and it goes down all the way. So super pretty. That's it. Like, that's literally the finished look. I will give you guys a zoom in slow-mo reel right here. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button down below, because really, what are you waiting for? I already told you in the beginning of the video to do it. Subscribe and hit the notification bell next to it so you know when I post new videos. But yeah, if you enjoyed this look, minus the hair, ignore the hair, ignore the hair. But if you enjoyed this look, let me know what you think. And yeah, if you want me to do more Indian glam, but I don't really know what I could do besides just do like soft glam looks, let me know. And I'll be more than honored to do it. And I can't stop staring at myself because I love how it turned out. Yeah, that's about it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.